What if two of the most common words in the English language were actually a secret key to reshaping your entire reality? What if the simple phrase, I am, wasn't just a way to describe yourself, but the most powerful creative command you can ever issue? This isn't a metaphor. This is the profound reality-bending insight at the heart of the teachings of a man named Neville Goddard. Neville was a revolutionary thinker who discovered that our deepest identity isn't something we discover, but something we consciously choose and declare. He taught that whatever follows those two words, I am, doesn't just describe your reality, it actively creates it. Your I am statements are the brushstrokes that paint the canvas of your life, telling the universe exactly who you are and what you deserve to experience. This is why his work is more vital today than ever. In a world that constantly tries to define us by our past, our job, our relationships, Neville's teachings give us the ultimate tool for self-definition. They return the power to where it has always belonged, within your own consciousness, in the present moment, in the power of your next thought. In this video, we'll explore how to wield this power with precision and purpose, transforming your I am from a simple statement into your greatest creative tool. As we begin, I invite you to simply notice, what follows your I am today? Do you declare limitation or possibility, lack or abundance? Just observe, without judgment. Awareness is the first step toward conscious creation. Think of your imagination not as a fantasy generator, but as the architect's blueprint for your reality. This is Neville's fundamental revelation. Your imagination is the primary creative force in your life. It is not separate from the real world. It is the workshop where the real world is first designed, long before it ever takes physical form. When you imagine, you are not escaping reality. You are building it. Most people live as if this process is reversed. They believe their external circumstances are fixed, and their inner world simply reacts to them. This is like believing the building creates the blueprint. But the truth is, the blueprint comes first. Your consistent, dominant, imaginal acts, the scenes you play out in your mind, the feelings you entertain, are what eventually materialize as your everyday experience. Your imagination is the cause, your reality is the effect. This means your creative power isn't something you need to go out and find. You are already using it in every moment, with every thought. The question isn't if you are creating, but what you are creating. Are you using your imagination to reinforce old stories of limitation? Or are you consciously drafting new blueprints of freedom and possibility? Your ability to harness this power is immediate. It begins the moment you decide to take responsibility for what you choose to imagine and feel. So I invite you to consider this today. What blueprints are you approving in your mental workshop right now? Just for a moment, become the conscious architect of your inner world. Notice the designs you're signing off on, because what you imagine and feel to be true in the privacy of your mind is the only foundation your physical reality can possibly be built upon. So if your imagination is the workshop where reality is designed, what is the specific tool that brings those designs to life? This is where we discover the master key, your assumption. An assumption, as Neville taught, is not a hopeful guess or a wish about the future. It is the state of mind you accept as true right now. It is the identity you wear so completely that your entire being, your thoughts, your feelings, your actions, aligns to make it real. Think of it like this. If you say, I am tired, your body and mind immediately respond to match that statement. Your shoulders might slump, your energy drops, and you look for a place to rest. The words I am are a command that your entire system obeys without question. Now what if you consciously chose a different command? When you assume the feeling of the wish fulfilled, when you declare I am abundant, I am loved, I am confident, you are not describing a future possibility. You are issuing a present moment command that your mind and the universe must obey. You are changing your identity at the core, and your reality has no choice but to reflect this change back to you. This is why conscious assumption is the most powerful work you can do. It's the difference between wanting to be confident and knowing you are confident. That knowingness alters your posture, your choices, and your energy before any external evidence appears. The assumption itself becomes the evidence. Your practice today is to become aware of the assumptions you're already making. For the next few hours, notice what follows your I am statements, both spoken and unspoken. Do you declare, I am stressed, or I am capable? Do you affirm, I am lacking, or I am abundant? Don't judge them, just observe. This awareness is the first step toward consciously choosing assumptions that serve the reality you wish to create. Every time you say, I am, and you are bending reality. The question is, in which direction will you bend it today? What is the difference between a thought that floats away and an I am statement that actually reshapes your reality? It's the electric current of feeling. This is the secret ingredient that gives your words their creative power. You can say, I am abundant 1,000 times, but if it lacks the vibrational quality of genuine emotion, it remains just a sound, a leaf without a root. The feeling isn't just a part of the process, it is the process. It is the life force you pour into your declarations that allows them to take root in your world. Think of your desire as a seed. Your I am statement is the soil where you plant it, but feeling is the water and the sunlight. Without it, the seed lies dormant. With it, growth is not just possible, it is inevitable. When you generate the feeling of the wish fulfilled, the profound peace of a problem solved, the thrilling joy of a goal achieved, the warm security of abundance, you are not hoping for a future event. You are broadcasting a powerful frequency to the universe that says, this is my current reality. Your outer world is then compelled to match that inner emotional signature. So how do you cultivate this feeling, especially if your current circumstances seem to contradict it? It begins with surrender. It's not about forcing a euphoric high. It's about gently accessing a deeper, quieter emotional truth. Close your eyes and ask, if my wish were fulfilled right now, what would I feel? Relief? Freedom? Deep gratitude? Now for just 1 minute, let go of the how and the when, and simply allow yourself to embody that feeling. Breathe into it. Let it radiate from your heart. I invite you to practice this now. Wherever you are, take one deep breath and connect to a genuine feeling of wholeness, as if your greatest desire has just been granted. Let that feeling be your anchor. This is how you charge your I am with creative power. This is how you ensure your words are not just sounds, but seismic shifts in your consciousness. This is the secret to making your reality bend to your will. Have you ever had a memory so vivid you could almost feel the emotions and sensations all over again? That's the level of immersive detail that transforms simple thought into a potent creative act. In the workshop of your mind, mental imagery isn't passive daydreaming. It's the process of constructing a prototype of your desired reality so convincing that your subconscious accepts it as actual experience. To make your mental scenes truly effective, you must move beyond vague pictures into full sensory immersion. Don't just see your desired outcome. Step into the scene and experience it. If your I am declares confidence, don't just picture yourself speaking. Feel the steadiness in your hands, hear the conviction in your voice, sense the respect in your audience's attention. If it declares abundance, feel the texture of quality materials, smell the scent of your new environment, experience the deep peace of financial freedom. The more sensory details you incorporate, sound, touch, scent, emotion, the more real the scene becomes to your nervous system. This isn't about generating perfect CGI. It's about creating a reference experience so vivid that your subconscious cannot distinguish it from physical reality. Consistency is what turns a single prototype into mass production. Revisiting the same feeling-filled scene is like perfecting a design through repeated testing. At first, the new assumption might feel unfamiliar, a concept yet to be proven. But with daily repetition, the neural pathways strengthen. The concept becomes a conviction, and the conviction becomes your lived reality. Your subconscious mind, convinced by the accumulated evidence of your mental rehearsals, begins to align your thoughts, actions, and opportunities to match this new internal truth. Your practice is to design a brief, potent mental scene that implies your I am is already fulfilled. Visit this scene daily, ideally in a relaxed, focused state. Approach it not as a wish, but as a reliving. Persistence in this practice is what closes the gap between imagination and manifestation, allowing you to move from testing a possibility to living a truth. What is the static that distorts the signal between your powerful I am declarations and the reality they're meant to create? It is the interference of mental blocks, those deeply ingrained patterns of thought that act like background noise, drowning out your new commands with old, limiting stories. These blocks aren't just passing thoughts. They are competing I am statements, powerful assumptions of lack that your mind has accepted as truth, thereby canceling out your conscious creations. The most common sources of interference are doubt, fear, and a scarcity mindset. Doubt is the voice that questions your own authority, whispering, "Who are you to say that?" It seeks external validation for an internal command. Fear is the emotional static of anticipating failure or loss. It's a protective mechanism that ends up protecting you from your own potential. And a scarcity mindset is the old, persistent recording of not enough time, money, love, or opportunities. This story plays so often it feels like truth, and your reality faithfully reflects it back, creating more evidence of lack. The first step to clearing this interference is not to fight it, but to simply become aware of its presence without judgment. For the next day, I invite you to become a quiet observer of your own mental broadcast. Notice the automatic I am statements that arise throughout your day. Do you find yourself thinking, "I am so overwhelmed," or "I am not good at this"? Do you feel a tightening in your chest when you try to declare something new? Don't try to change these responses. Just notice them. See them for what they are. Old recordings, conditioned responses, not truths. This act of gentle observation is like turning down the volume on the static. The interference cannot persist when it is heard clearly. This awareness is your first act of reclaiming your airwaves. By recognizing these patterns, you begin to disidentify with them. You realize, this is a thought I am having, not who I am. This creates a moment of choice, a silence in the noise where you can consciously select a new, empowering I am to broadcast instead. So you've identified the static, the doubt, the fear, the old recordings that disrupt your clear signal. The critical question is, what do you do when they arise? How do you restore clarity to your broadcast? The answer lies not in fighting the noise, but in gently tuning your dial back to the frequency of your desired reality. Imagine your focus is a radio tuner. Right now, it might be picking up stations of limitation or past failures. The goal isn't to break the radio, but to carefully adjust the dial until you find the clear, strong signal of your I am declaration. When a wave of doubt interrupts your broadcast, meet it not with frustration, but with curiosity. Acknowledge its presence. Ah, there's that old station again. And then, with gentle intention, choose a new frequency. This is the practice of mental discipline. For example, if the thought arises, "I am not enough," pause. Thank your mind for playing that old recording based on past experiences, and then consciously retune to the feeling of your true I am. Feel the certainty, the worthiness, the wholeness, as if it's your natural state. You are not denying the old signal. You are simply choosing to listen to a clearer, more empowering one. This retuning is a skill, and it strengthens with each repetition. Another profoundly effective technique is to anchor yourself in a foundation of self-trust. Fear often stems from a perceived lack of evidence for your new I am. Counter this by building your own proof. Place a hand over your heart, take a deep breath, and affirm quietly, "I am the source of my reality. I trust my creative power. I am safe to expand." This isn't wishful thinking. It is establishing a stable signal from within. Persistence is essential. There will be moments where the old static returns. That's not failure. It's part of the process. The practice is to gently return again and again to the clear frequency of your wish fulfilled. I invite you to reflect on this. What is one doubt that most often disrupts your signal? Can you observe that doubt today not as a truth but as an old recording? Can you thank it for its message and then deliberately retune to the peaceful, confident feeling of your true I am? This is how you become the master of your broadcast. This is how you ensure your reality reflects not your fears, but your most powerful declarations. Imagine if you could reprogram the deepest layers of your consciousness with the same precision a composer writes a symphony. Each I am statement is a note, and when played with feeling and consistency, they create a harmonic reality that resonates through every aspect of your life. This is the transformative power of daily affirmations. They are not just words, but the musical scores your inner being follows to create your experiential reality. Let's compose a few powerful affirmations designed to align your inner state with your highest potential. I'll share them slowly. Feel their resonance. Let them become your new melody. I am the conscious conductor of my reality, and my world harmonizes with my inner peace. I am a magnet for abundance, and opportunities flow to me effortlessly. I am worthy of love and respect, and I attract relationships that honor my value. I am the architect of my day, and I choose thoughts that build a joyful life. I am constantly evolving, and each day brings me closer to my fullest expression. The true magic happens when you weave these affirmations into the rhythm of your daily life. They shouldn't feel like a task, but like a gentle remembering of who you truly are. Write one on a sticky note and place it where you'll see it often, on your bathroom mirror, your computer monitor, your refrigerator door. Repeat one silently to yourself during a quiet moment, feeling the truth of the words as you internalize them. The most potent method is to say them aloud, just before sleep or upon waking, when your conscious mind is quiet and your subconscious is most receptive to new programming. Hearing your own voice declare these truths creates a powerful vibrational imprint that strengthens your new neural pathways. Your practice is not to repeat these mindlessly, but to choose one that resonates most deeply and to fully embody its feeling each time you speak it. Consistency in this gentle practice is what creates the subtle yet profound shifts in your perceptual output. Notice the small changes, a moment of unexpected confidence, a feeling of deep peace about a situation that once caused anxiety. These are the signs. These are the first notes of your outer world beginning to play in harmony with the new powerful frequency you are now broadcasting. What does the successful application of this I am power look like in actual practice? How does this principle translate into tangible, life-altering results? Let me share a story of someone who transformed their reality through conscious declaration. A woman, let's call her Maya, had struggled with financial insecurity for years. She'd affirm abundance, but her bank account told a different story. The shift came when she realized she was saying I am abundant while feeling anxious. She changed her approach. Before bed each night she would sit in stillness and declare I am financially free, until she felt a deep, visceral sense of relief and security wash over her. She didn't just say the words, she felt the reality of having no financial worries. Within weeks, an unexpected inheritance arrived from a distant relative. A freelance project she'd forgotten about paid out, and she received a promotion with a significant raise. The outer world had no choice but to mirror her inner conviction. Another person, David, felt stuck in a career he'd outgrown. He'd visualize a new job but felt like an imposter. His breakthrough came when he started using I am statements that felt believable yet expansive. Instead of I am a CEO, he began with I am a valuable contributor. I am recognized for my skills. I am moving toward my ideal role. He paired these with moments of feeling appreciated and capable. Within 2 months, a recruiter contacted him about a position that perfectly matched his skills and aspirations, a role he hadn't even known existed. The interview felt less like a test and more like a confirmation of the identity he'd been cultivating. These aren't isolated miracles. They are reproducible outcomes of a consistent principle. Your I am statements, when felt deeply and consistently, reorganize your reality to match your declared identity. The key was their shift from empty repetition to embodied feeling. They persisted in their practice not as a desperate hope, but as a lived truth, and the universe responded by reflecting that truth back to them. What area of your life is ready for this I am transformation? What declaration can you start embodying today? If you feel comfortable, I would be honored to hear about your own experiences or questions in the comments below. Your story could be the inspiration someone else needs to embrace their own power. And so we arrive at the most liberating truth of all. Your I am is not just a phrase. It is the very engine of creation. You are not here to beg the universe for change. You are here to announce it, to declare it, to become it. The world does not give you your identity. You offer your identity to the world, and it has no choice but to reflect it back to you. This is the ultimate power you hold, the power to define yourself, and in doing so, to define your reality. This journey is not about achieving a single goal and then stopping. It is about embracing a new way of being, a continuous conscious practice of aligning your declarations with your deepest desires. It's about returning day after day to the feeling of the wish fulfilled until that state becomes your natural home. Be patient and compassionate with yourself. Every time you choose a powerful I am, you are strengthening your creative muscle. This is how you move from hoping to knowing, from wishing to manifesting. I would love to hear about your journey in the comments below. What I am declarations have you begun to embody? What shifts have you noticed in your reality? Sharing our experiences creates a powerful community of support and inspiration, reminding us that we are all learning and growing together. If this video helped you understand the creative power of your words, please like it and subscribe to the channel. It helps these teachings reach others who are ready to reclaim their power. But more importantly, carry this calm confidence with you. Walk into your world today knowing that your I am is the most powerful tool you possess. You are not waiting for your reality to change. You are actively, consciously creating it with every declaration. Thank you for watching.